Hi there, Chris from Stone Age Gamer here. Now, I don't think anyone's going to argue that the Nintendo 64 controller, whether you like it or not, is a bit on the strange side. Wouldn't it be great if you could use modern Bluetooth controllers, your controller of choice on the Nintendo 64? Well, it turns out you can with this. This is the RetroTime N64 BlueRetro adapter from 8-Bit Mods, and this little guy here plugs into your N64 controller port, can give you rumble feedback, work as a memory card, and let you use whatever Bluetooth wireless controller tickles your fancy. Let's take a look. Okay, well, here it is. This is the RetroTime N64 BlueRetro adapter for Nintendo 64. And this is the little box that it comes in. This is from 8-Bit Mods. It's a really nice little box here. It's nicely built, nicely put together. Let's see what's inside. I already cut the corner there to save time for the video. And here we go. We've got a bag, and it looks like instructions. So, right, yeah, there's the instruction manual. This is going to teach us how to synchronize it. This one, actually, to get some of its functionality, we are going to need to connect it to my computer here, which we will go over in a little bit. And here is the actual thing itself, the dongle itself, in this wonderful little plastic bag here. We can go ahead and take it out and take a nice look at that. There it is, 64 RetroTime written right there on it. It's a pretty nice device. It feels like an N64 accessory, to be perfectly honest. This feels 100% legit. This is not 3D printed or anything like that. It is quite lovely. There's our little button for synchronizing, and that's really it. It's not a very complicated looking piece of machinery here, but it does lots of cool stuff. So let's go ahead and plug it into an N64 and see what happens. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try pairing this fella right here to my Nintendo Switch Pro controller right here. All we're going to do is we're going to follow the instructions. We've got the N64 powered off. I'm going to plug this in right in here, and then we're going to turn it on, and a light should come on. Look at that. The light has come on. It is green. And now the next step would be to take the Bluetooth controller and put it in pairing mode. So I'm going to go ahead and do that by pressing this button up here. And it seems to be doing something. Oh, look at that. It is actually paired. I just pressed start. Let's see how it works in action. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to test was how this thing reconnects, right? So this little fella here, we just synchronized it a second ago. Then I turned it off because I didn't really want to test. I had Mortal Kombat Trilogy in there. I didn't want that to be my first test. I thought something more straightforward like Mario 64 would be a good bet. So let's see how well this remembers. I just turned the system off. Let's see how quickly I can resynchronize it with this controller. And on we go.
It's me, Mario!
It sure is. Whoa.
Hello!
Wow, that's actually even faster than synchronizing with the darn Switch. That's hysterical. Alright, well, let's see exactly what this thing does. I have to assume this is going to work pretty similar to using this on a Nintendo Switch Online N64 game, but I don't know if you can tell, there is nothing in the way of lag here. I'm just going to load up this file. Let's see what's cooking here. He walks around just fine. Slow walk, faster walk. Yep, all the analog is working like a champ. And let's see. I have to assume these are going to be, yeah. So the C buttons are assigned to the right analog stick. So that's pretty cool. And I guess for individual games, you would want to remap the controls. Like if I were to play Mortal Kombat Trilogy, my kick buttons would be up on the C stick the C stick, up on the right stick and right on the right stick, and that would be no good. But if you want to control the buttons layouts on a more system level instead of on a game-by-game basis, we actually have the option, I believe, to remap the controls with our computer because this thing is very Bluetooth compatible. So let's take a quick dive into that and see how that works. Okay, so here we are on the BlueRetro web config page. That's just BlueRetro.io is the website that I went to, and we're going to follow the instructions here, and we're going to access, we're going to connect the BlueRetro to this computer screen here, and we're going to do some things. So we're going to go to Advanced Config, and I'm going to hit Connect BlueRetro, and there it is. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit Pair. And now, once it is paired, whoa, it's doing all kinds of stuff. Now we can do all kinds of stuff. So what you can do with this guy is you can actually make this into a memory card, as well as, so like right here, we want a mapping config. We could remap all the buttons to do all kinds of fun stuff. This is a little bit above my head. This is what I'm here for. Output config, right? The mode gamepad, obviously. Accessories, we can either turn it into a rumble pack, or we can have it run as a memory card. So since rumble isn't exactly something that shows up well on a video, we're going to show the memory functionality. So I'm going to click this on memory, and then I'm going to click save. Config save power cycle BlueRetro adapter for mode change to take effect. I'm going to go ahead and walk over to the N64, where I have my copy of Castlevania 64 plugged in, which is a game that requires memory card functionality. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off and on, and we'll see how this works. Okay, here I am. If all goes according to plan, I'll be able to synchronize this controller without doing anything wild, and I'll be able to turn this system on, and it's not going to give me the please insert a memory card thing. Let's take a look. Here goes nothing. Ooh, controller pack has been changed, and it remembers my controller. Reinsert controller pack and press A button. Proceed, let's reconnect. Yeah. Oh, restore. Yeah, that's fine. Create Castlevania note now. Yeah. Oh boy, look at that. Here we are, and it looks like we're going to be able to play some Castlevania 64 with a memory card selected there. So it's not the most let's say it's not exactly the most intuitive thing I've ever done in my life, having to connect to the computer, but honestly, it worked out pretty well. Once you figure it out, it just kind of seems to work. So we'll go ahead and hit easy. Why not? And I'll be Reinhardt, because Reinhardt's awesome. He's got the whip. This game gets so much more flack than it deserves. I'm not saying it's a masterpiece. I'm just saying this game is not as terrible as the internet likes to claim it is. That's what I think. Alright, watch out for lightning striking trees. Yep, there we go. We got jump. And then I think the oh, okay, so yeah, it's up C is what does my knife. Yeah, this works like a charm. Isn't that awesome? Okay, there we go. Castlevania for Nintendo 64, working like a charm, with memory card functionality all turned on, and that's the basics of the BlueRetro. Well, there you have it. That's a basic rundown of the functionality of the RetroTime N64 Bluetooth adapter from 8-Bit Mods. And it does what's written on the box. You do have to have, like we showed, a connection to a wireless, a Bluetooth connection to your computer in order to access this thing properly and really get everything that it can do, like remapping the buttons and enabling rumble and the memory card functionality. But outside of that small hurdle, it's just plug it in and use the controller of your choice on N64, which is pretty darn great. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you liked what you saw here today, please follow, comment, like, subscribe. Let us know down in the comments what is your favorite Nintendo 64 game that you can't wait to play with a controller that's not a Nintendo 64 controller. Me, I'm going to play some New Tetris, because the New Tetris is my favorite Tetris of all time. The game's a masterpiece, and it should really be ported to everything forever and all time, because it's great. But yes, I want to hear from you. Thanks again for watching. On behalf of all of us here at Stone Age Gamer, keep playing games.